Right now at 5, officials investigate a structure fire in Monroe County.
And a new preschool program is coming to the GET School District.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A kayaker who went missing 10 days ago was found dead yesterday afternoon. 39-year-old Justin Limkeman was reported missing on May 18th after he went kayaking on the Upper Iowa River. Researchers initially found his kayak just below the upper dam, but severe weather delayed further search efforts. The Winneshiek County Sheriff's Office says the Iowa DNR alerted them to a body in the river near Lundy Bridge yesterday around 2:30. The Decorah Fire Department recovered the body and confirmed it was Limkeman.
No one is hurt after a gentleman's club fire overnight. Sparta Area Fire Chief Mike Arnold says they got a call before midnight last night of a fire at Barron's Gentlemen's Club in Little Falls, north of Sparta. Officials reported visible flames and heavy smoke when they arrived on scene. It took several crews 5 hours to put the fire out. Chief Arnold says no one was in the building when that fire started. The cause remains under investigation.
The city of La Crosse will begin its yearly water system flushing program on Sunday. According to the La Crosse Water Utility, crews will flush pipes Sunday through Thursday between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Starting on the south side of the city, it should take 3 to 4 weeks to flush the entire water system. Officials expect to start flushing the north side on Sunday, June 16th. The flushing process can temporarily cause a decrease in water pressure or discolored water. We'll have a link to the detailed flushing schedule on our digital platforms.
The lights are back on at Central High School. The school was closed today because of a building-wide power outage. The La Crosse School District says power has been restored by Xcel Energy. All classes and activities will be resuming as scheduled tomorrow.
The school year for the Gale Ettrick Trempealeau District is done this Friday.
But as News 8 Now's Allison Ferget explains, a new program already has district faculty excited for next year.
This building is where a new Head Start preschool program will open this fall. And district faculty say it's going to be a big help for the families that need it the most. District Administrator Michelle Butler says for years they've been wanting a Head Start program in the district. But everything finally lined up, and the program will start for the 2024-25 school year. Head Start is a federal preschool program for low-income families. Children can attend for free. In an area where childcare and preschools can be hard to come by, Butler sees this program as a huge positive for her district.
So some of our kids don't have those early childhood education opportunities, and we need it. We just need it.
While some details are still being worked out, Butler says the program will serve around 20 students, meaning 20 families now have access to care that they didn't have before. After a year, the preschool will move into its more permanent location at Galesville Elementary School. Reporting in Galesville, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Allison.
Well, I tell you what, around lunchtime today, in my neck of the woods, heavy downpour.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was startling for about 15 minutes.
It was one of those days I could have cleaned out every drawer, just stayed in, cooked a bunch of food, and
Yeah.
enjoyed the nice rainy weather.
But of course, it did pass eventually, and the sun did give way a little bit later. But any evening rainfall, Greg?
We're going to continue to see it this evening. Like we mentioned yesterday, it was going to be another day of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon primarily. But this is the last day. That's the good news. But still, there's some showers going on. You can see the wet road conditions, not so much in La Crosse, but Eau Claire, Tomah, even Black River Falls. We'll show the radar in a second to explain that. But overall, showers continue this evening, but like yesterday, decreasing trend after sunset, getting back down to the mid-50s and clearing skies a little bit overnight. La Crosse, similar type of story. Don't think we'll see a thunderstorm, but definitely we'll see a few showers here. Radar shows that a lot of hit and miss showers. Most of the heavier activity is further south of Decorah to Prairie du Chien and then towards south central Wisconsin. But still, we're going to see these on and off showers continuing here. That gives you an idea of kind of where they're at right now. Nothing strong, nothing severe, just off afternoon showers. And if you look at the temperatures overall and see the trend, what I mentioned, it's going to be a decreasing trend throughout the night. That's a good story. We're going to see the clearing skies and dry conditions. Unfortunately, that is going to lead to a little bit of chillier conditions as you wake up, because we are going to be in the 40s and we might have a little fog. Now we'll kind of break down eventually. Can we get back to average temperatures here soon? And when will the 80-degree mark finally be approached here? All that a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, a second effort to recall Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker is underway. Supporters of former President Donald Trump say they have filed over 9,000 signatures to force a recall election of Robin Vos. Now, the group's first recall effort failed because the Wisconsin Elections Commission found they had not collected enough valid signatures. Dozens of Racine County voters also came forward at that time saying their signatures had been fraudulently added to the petitions. Now, petitioners have been criticizing Vos for refusing to impeach elections official Megan Wolfe. During that first recall effort, Vos called the petitioners, quote, whack jobs and morons.
Closing arguments are wrapping up in former President Trump's so-called hush money trial.
And for weeks, jurors have heard testimony, and tomorrow it's expected they'll begin deliberations.
Michael George is outside the Manhattan Criminal Court with the latest.
Former President Donald Trump headed back into court Tuesday to hear closing arguments from prosecutors. He's charged with falsifying business records to interfere with the 2016 election.
They are going to want to take a really broad look at all of the evidence, take a walk down memory lane over the past 5 weeks of testimony.
Before lunch, the jury heard 3 hours of closing arguments from defense lawyer Todd Blanche attacking the prosecution's key witness, Michael Cohen. Cohen testified he was acting on Trump's behalf when he paid hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels prior to the 2016 election.
They're hearing a constant refrain from Todd Blanche, the former president's attorney, which is Cohen the liar, Cohen the liar, Cohen the liar.
Blanche concluded by asking jurors to not send his client to prison. After the jury left, Judge Juan Merchan reprimanded Blanche, calling the comment outrageous. Outside the courthouse today, there's been a steady buzz of energy as multiple people stepped up to the microphones, firing up demonstrators. 2 of Trump's sons spoke during lunch, calling the trial a political persecution.
It is an insanity. It is an embarrassment. It's an abomination to democracy and to our republic.
Earlier, the Biden campaign held a news conference.
We're here primarily because of the threat that Donald Trump poses to the United States of America and to our democracy.
Biden's campaign was joined by actor Robert De Niro and 2 former Capitol police officers who criticized Trump for his role in the January 6th Capitol riot. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
In a separate Trump case dealing with classified documents, the Florida judge has denied prosecutors' request to bar Trump from making public statements that could endanger law enforcement agents.
Last week, Trump falsely claimed that FBI agents who searched his Florida estate in 2022 were authorized to shoot him. Changes in how the federal government classifies marijuana could have big impacts on budding cannabis businesses in Minnesota, where recreational marijuana was legalized last August. The U.S. Department of Justice recently announced it'll begin shifting marijuana from a Schedule I drug on par with heroin and illicit fentanyl to a Schedule III drug, which is seen as less dangerous, less addictive, and has less severe consequences. A cannabis attorney says this reclassification would lower a monetary barrier to successful operations by eliminating a big tax penalty.
They essentially may deduct their expenses on their taxes, whereas previously they could not do that. And so marijuana businesses in state legal markets were often subject to as high of as much as 60 to 70% actual tax rate.
State regulators are hoping to launch the new legal marketplace for marijuana in Minnesota next year. Some cannabis business owners can start applying for a state license to operate as early as this summer. A shortage of bus drivers pushed some school districts to start using artificial technology.
How this AI program helps make bus routes more efficient.
At Batteries Plus, we know off is not an option. Off means you're late for work or miss a call. Life's busy, you're busy. You need to be on the road, on the water, on the call, or just ready to play on. Batteries Plus has batteries, phone repair, key remote services, and lighting solutions you can rely on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Tammy Baldwin is a hypocrite. During COVID, she told us to stay home, but used your money to fly to New York to live with her girlfriend at her lavish multi-million-dollar apartment. Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities. And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff. Two-faced Tammy. A hypocrite we can't trust. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
A storm damage message from Knutson Roofing. If the roof on your home, business, church, or school was damaged by recent storms, call your local roof repair expert, Knutson Roofing at 715-ROOFING. Trust a local company with thousands of references to fix your roof, not the drive-through town companies that show up after a storm. Knutson Roofing. Local, dependable. Did we say local? Call 715-ROOFING today.
I see good people. I mean really good, hardworking people working 40 to 60 hours a week, up to 3,000 hours a year, only to break even every month financially. I don't like the word deserve, but I think in this case, you deserve better. You deserve a better monthly picture. You deserve a dignified retirement. Come see me. I can teach you how to get what you deserve.
Ever wish you had a little help helping mom? Meet Nomo. Nomo lets you check on mom even when you can't check in person. Nomo's no-camera motion sensors check mom's normal motion in her home. You check the Nomo app. Mom get out of bed? Open the fridge? With Nomo, you know. Maybe you can't be there, but you can still care. No more, worry less with Nomo. Nomo Smart Care. N-O-M-O Smart Care.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Wireless provider T-Mobile is taking over most of U.S. Cellular in a deal worth nearly $4.5 billion.
The package includes cash and assuming up to $2 billion of debt. T-Mobile will acquire U.S. Cellular stores and its customers, along with about 30% of U.S. Cellular's wireless spectrum. T-Mobile says it plans to improve coverage in rural areas and for U.S. Cellular customers across the country. U.S. Cellular customers will be able to keep their current plans or switch to a T-Mobile plan. The companies expect the deal to close in mid-2025.
There's a major shortage of school bus drivers around the country, and now some school districts are getting an assist from artificial intelligence. A district in Colorado Springs started using AI to make its bus routes more efficient. The company Hop Skip Drive analyzed the routes, and the district was able to cut the amount of bus routes by nearly half, supplemented by some ride-sharing services. The district boasts that over the year, this software has increased on-time arrivals and saved it more than $500,000. This allowed them to boost driver pay and protect the jobs of at least 10 teachers.
It looks at every vehicle available. So it's looking at buses, sedans, vans, and looking at each school and determining what are the most effective routes.
The district's rideshare drivers are specially trained and have undergone rigorous background checks. They pick up students in outlying areas who don't have access to service from school buses.
Your morning coffee could help the planet.
Engineers down under are turning used coffee grounds into sustainable building material.
Although we have wet conditions still this evening, we are going to dry out overnight. Could lead some patchy fog, but the better news is we look to have 2 dry days ahead with temperatures coming back in the 70s. And I'll explain all that, break it down, and show when maybe the rain will come back. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion is one of the hardest parts of my job. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's Buzzy's Home Furnishings Best for Less Memorial Day event. Hurry in for huge savings on all mattress purchases. Save up to $800 on adjustable mattress sets from top-rated brands like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. With the best-selling prices of the year on our top-selling Sealy Posturepedic mattresses, save big. Free local delivery and setup plus interest-free financing options available. Come see what the buzz is all about at the family-owned and operated Buzzy's Home Furnishings in Viroqua today.
From sunup to sundown, Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing the Cooley region for 59 years. Whether you're in La Crosse, La Crescent, Onalaska, West Salem, or Holman, take comfort that our trusted staff solves all your heating and cooling problems with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Be ready for the summer heat. Call Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning for your AC clean and check today. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your local train dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the Board Store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the Board Store Home Improvements.
Get an 11% rebate on your next project at Menards. Give any room a fresh look with durable Mohawk tile. Mohawk features over 350 ceramic, porcelain, mosaic, and glass tiles. Montrose porcelain tiles are just 99 cents each after rebate. Transform your home with top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Save over $400 on this Whirlpool electric range after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The perks of Java are getting more robust.
Engineers in Australia say they're using spent coffee grounds to make stronger and more sustainable concrete, as producing concrete accounts for around 7% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions.
They heat up the grounds to 660 degrees without oxygen to create biochar, a charcoal-like substance that can replace up to 15% of the sand used in concrete. That makes it up to 30% stronger and reduces the amount of cement that needs to be hauled in.
Researchers say the new concrete recipe can divert millions of tons of used coffee grounds from the landfill.
They're in touch with Starbucks about using its coffee grounds in their research. Well, I certainly did need an extra cup of Java today with that rain going
I know.
on,
It really came down.
It's funny, though, that on rainy days, I tend to be very productive and energetic. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to clean out all the drawers, clean out the refrigerator.
So you
It's
almost
nice to have
don't.
days like that.
You almost don't want dry conditions to come back.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, admittingly, this Saturday, I was like, do we have rain coming? Because I would like a nice rainy day to just spring clean a little
Sure.
bit.
We have had that stretch, but we might have a dry stretch coming up, Greg.
Yeah, we definitely could use a dry stretch as we're kind of had a very wet May, actually total opposite of last May, which was we were going into a drought this time. So definitely need the wet, really the dry conditions now. But we still got a few evening showers. With the moisture we had this morning, a little bit of patchy fog. We'll probably see some of that tomorrow morning too. Won't be widespread, but definitely something to keep in mind for the morning commute. Otherwise, 70s are back for Wednesday and a little bit warmer Thursday, given a different wind direction. But overall, still there's a few showers. Most of this is not thunderstorms right now. Nothing strong. Just continues to really shift to the south, and eventually this will taper off later this evening, probably around 10 to 11. So on and off showers, you might see one, you might not see one all the way through about 10 p.m. too. Once we get past about 10 p.m., we should start seeing clearing skies, and then it comes about how much are we going to develop any fog as the temperatures fall back in the 40s. And right now I think a lot of areas may still see a little bit of patchy fog or that low clouds just briefly for a couple hours in the morning. Temperatures low 40s to mid 40s, so a little bit of chill in the air too. It's a pretty chilly air mass because they even got frost freeze advisories all the way up to the Arrowhead of Minnesota, giving you an idea how cold it is for this air mass. Otherwise tomorrow, the sun will come out, burn any type of fog or low clouds out. We'll get plenty of sun in the morning, getting back up into the mid 60s by noon. In the afternoon, just because a little bit unstable, we'll probably see some afternoon cloud cover once again develop. Partly cloudy skies probably at the best with this. Temperature still getting up into the low 70s. We should be about the mid 70s, so a little bit below average, but definitely better than we've had the last couple days. And then going into Wednesday night and Thursday, same situation. We could see a little bit of low clouds fog developing as we go to Thursday morning, but the winds are going to start turning around to the south, but still remain light. So that's something to keep in mind. Visibility, this kind of plays out some of the areas that might see a little bit of reduction. Nothing really widespread, but still river areas, low-lying areas, typical things you would see with some low clouds or visibility issues due to fog. Once we get to about 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, it all burns off fairly quickly. Thursday, the winds begin to turn around to the south because there's that next system that'll be approaching. It's going to struggle to get further east because of the drier air in place here. but eventually we will see increasing clouds come Thursday, late Thursday into Friday, and precipitation, it's going to probably take till about Friday to see this come through. And I think once we get to Friday, a lot of areas will probably see some cloud cover going on, but won't see in much a way of precipitation because it does fall apart, and there's really not much depicted on even to the west of us by Friday about noon. So we'll have some chances, but it won't be definitely an all-day washout by any means come Friday. But tonight, some areas of fog potentially once the showers end. Temperatures kind of chilly, getting back down to low to mid 40s in a lot of areas. And then tomorrow, more sun, especially the morning, then a little bit more clouds in the afternoon. Temperatures getting back up into 70, closer to average. We'll kind of increase those temperatures on Thursday a little bit, and then showers and storms come back Friday, Saturday, and then another one Saturday, Sunday into Monday. And right now, Friday, Saturday is not a big chance. I think more Sunday night into Monday is the time frame when I think we'll see a better shot of showers and thunderstorms.
Sure.
But the temperatures are going to trend up as we go through the weekend into next week.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, it might be the cheesiest competition you've ever witnessed.
We'll meet folks who are willing to risk life and limb for a wheel of cheese.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Every day, we get to know more about California multimillionaire Eric Hovde, a CEO whose bank makes millions at our seniors' expense. Hovde's bank even owns a nursing home being sued for elder abuse and wrongful death. No wonder Hovde said most seniors shouldn't vote. Listen.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Eric Hovde, a California CEO we can't trust to look out for our families. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Start with great offers on Ford Escape, Explorer, Mustang Mach-E, and Expedition. And experience Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving. Available on select vehicles. It's Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Now get your favorite Ford SUV with financing as low as 1.9% for 66 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
The results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners. Here's one of the many businesses that won this year.
Cordell's Automotive wants to thank you for voting us the best of La Crosse County in multiple categories. We work hard to provide service you can trust. Visit one of our locations to see why we were voted the best.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A bizarre British tradition full of thrills and spills drew competitors from all over the world to the west of England yesterday.
A North Carolina graduate was among them, tumbling down a steep hill and chasing an unusual prize.
Ian Lee has the story.
For you go! For the love of cheese, people risk life and limb, hurling their bodies down a famous hill in England.
And we've got several big fallers right in the middle.
For a 9-pound wheel of double Gloucester cheese.
It's been recorded at 70 miles an hour.
For centuries, these dairy-chasing daredevils have pursued the prize to claim the wheel and bragging rights. This year, 2022 champ Abby Lampy from North Carolina will fight, or rather fall, to reclaim her throne.
What's the secret to getting down this hill?
Fully committing and sending it.
Abby convinced her friend from university, Kimmy Gibbia, to give it the old college try.
Once you're here, it feels a little like when in Rome, you're here, you might as well do it.
There are 6 races with 6 chunks of cheese up for grabs.
Are you worried about getting injured at all?
No, I'm not. I heal fast. I'm only 23.
A bit cocky then.
Or maybe it's a winning attitude, because off the line, Abby tumbles with tenacity in front of a crowd of thousands and a live national audience.
But she's a clear winner if she can just keep it together.
Watching every step slip and fall. And in the end, Abby proves she's the big cheese, retaining her crown.
Returning champion, how does it feel to win a second time?
It feels great. I'm so happy. Yeah.
Here, the taste of victory isn't sweet, it's savory. Ian Lee, CBS News, Gloucestershire, England.
Now, it's believed that the cheese rolling competition could be more than 2,000 years old, but the first ever written evidence is from 1826. This has been going on a long time.
A long time. And of course, all of us Wisconsinites, we love cheese. We love cheese, but rolling down a hill like that, that looks harsh.
How do you train for that? She did make a good point. 23 years old. Yeah. Much more resilient, more of a risk taker. Not today.
No, if we're going down the hill, we're feeling it for a while
Right,
afterward.
exactly. All right, we're going to have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
Buygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Buygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin. But this was my childhood home. Graduated East High. Became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a fourth-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a cruciate ligament injury or torn ACL? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in knee reconstruction using the TPLO. This is a gold standard that's been used by veterinarians for over 40 years and provides the strongest fixation in ACL repair. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics today.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Your adventure starts here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. We've got something for everyone. Explore hundreds of miles of off-road fun. Cap off the night with the crew by spinning up even more excitement. Or slow it down and relax. Just the two of you. Your adventure awaits, outdoors, indoors. Call or visit Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls today. Experience the difference. Trail Riders Package available.
Buygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Buygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
All right, we'll have some showers this evening, some clearing skies overnight, so that could lead to some patchy fog. Notice the temperature is kind of chilly in the low to mid 40s. So once again, once you wake up, you could have for the morning commute some fog. Otherwise, 2 dry days coming ahead. And then we have some showers and storms Friday and Saturday, but that's definitely not an all-day rain. And as you notice the temperature trend going back up, which is a good news.
I don't know about you guys. I'm ready for some cheese. Aren't you?
From Gloucestershire.
From Gloucestershire. We'll see you at 6, everyone.